you have not signed in and gotten a training package, it's up to the front of the room to the right. There's a sign-in sheet. Take a training package, sign in too, big guy, so we get you credit for being here. There will be a written exam at the end of the course, which is one of the 3 ways you'll be judged and evaluated on the course. So for your written exam, any notes that you take, you'll be allowed to use. You cannot use your workbook, so don't take notes in your workbook. Our host here, Oliver's Towing, I think has got notebooks for everybody if you didn't bring paper. They've done an excellent job with food and taking care of all the details. So we're looking forward to a good weekend here. Good morning and welcome. Right on the edge of having to try it again, but I guess I'll let that go. My name is Wes Wilburn with the American Towing and Recovery Institute, which is a not-for-profit membership-based organization out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. As an organization, we try to provide many things for the industry. One of them is networking. We connect people together all the time to help each other out. You know, different people in different areas. We also try to save our members money on different products and services, and we also focus on education. When I compare the third scenario to the second scenario, they've added a snatch block. They added this one here. What purpose does this snatch block serve? All it's doing is changing direction. All right, who's sponsoring our lunch today, Randy?
We are.
Oliver's Towing, so make sure you thank them. We got some guys outside getting some stuff staged. I don't know if it's done yet or not, but before we go outside anyway, this is a standard thing we do.
I'm going to give you a number. That's the group that you're going to be with. Remember, the beginning of the class, there's an outside participation thing. I promise if you come up to me and ask me what your group number is, you have failed miserably outside.
Just go with a group. Nobody's going to really know, okay? But he will get all crazy on you if you ask him. I'm just going to tell you right now. So the winching chain that I got so much strength out of, remember I showed you in the classroom and I said we make it slightly different now? Remember how I said we put a second leg of chain and we made this hook, this end naked so you can wiggle it around the frame and whatnot? This is what we call a West winching chain. Instead of having a 15,000 pound capacity, it has 26,000. As long as I can get 3 inches down there, you know, I don't get in that bind down there, it's a 26,000 because you see how it's a 2-legged chain bridle? And it's one that you can actually winch with.
That's how I would have done it. I'm hoping that we're far enough away from this when we go to pull. We're going to find out in a second.
How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody had a chance to have a good meal last night, get a little rest, maybe mentally digest what happened yesterday. First of all, everybody has signed in, hopefully. If you haven't, please sign in. Got to sign in to get credit for being here today. A couple points to cover that talked about yesterday. I talked about the difference between a good hook and a bad hook. This is a great hook. It bent, giving the operator a visual sign that failure was occurring. If you hook up to something, let's just say you're going to winch it, it's stuck, and you engage the winch, cable is winding onto the winch. That's not moving, this is not moving, but cable is winding in. What should you do? Stop, let off a little bit, and go find out what's going on. Many times nowadays, it's not rigging failing, it's what you're hooked to on the vehicle failing. But if you're ever winching something and cable's coming in but nothing's moving, you need to stop and see what's going on. I like to do a calculation that if everything was to come off the ground, which is going to be virtually impossible, but everything to come off the ground except for the 2 outriggers, what the pounds per square inch would be. To me, it's an eye-opener. Did you want to do these numbers?
Yeah, the rotator, we're actually going to do the one for the truck outside. Truck is floating. We're working off the back.
You said you're done with the truck? This new generation of the lithium batteries or whatever they are, what they ask you about when you get on the plane, you can't have one in your bag, and that's what's in these new truly electric vehicles. That's a different animal that has not been so successful containing the electricity in the battery like the hybrids have been. So that's the ones that we're concerned with and want to offer warning to you all. You know, it may sound like we're here talking about the skies falling, but you know, we have such a world of information, and different things do happen. Years ago when things happened in the towing industry, the information didn't get out like it does now. So we're just trying to make you aware of different things.
Bottom frame rail up over the drum, catch. Everybody clear on that with group 2 and 3? Excuse me, 3 and 4? We did 4 groups, right? Man, y'all fire me. We were all supposed to remember group numbers, and I can't remember if we did 3 or 4. That's it, I failed. We did do 4, right? Yes. Group 3 and 4, you're gonna do that. Groups 1 and 2, I want you to kind of stand back a little bit. If you see something, let me know. When you're on the side with this, think about what we're doing. If we're going to that frame rail up top, we're going to be pulling this way. We're going to the frame rail up top, we're going to be pulling this way. So if there's a cross member, we want to be on the outside of the cross member so the chain doesn't walk up. Same thing here. We want to be on the back side of the cross member so the chain doesn't walk up, right? Perfect. Let's make it happen, guys. We'll meet you outside. They always talk about brisket in Texas. I gotta tell you, whatever we smelled while we were cooking, you all have it going on here.
Thank you very much.
Guys that are doing the rigging, I need you to come to this side for a minute. Riggers, come to this side, please.
Working on the rigging on this truck. Come on over, keep on stopping. Everybody's working on rigging, come on this side.
What's this?
We're working on rigging. Drum
What
tie down.
Because it wouldn't come all the way around. It was
The drum tie down.
Okay.
That goes around the frame and then around the whole drum and then back this side.
What was happening was when they put this up here, it was twisting funny, so it didn't stretch it or break it. We put a different chain in just to lengthen it.
Okay. Remember I said we're going to do everything opposite. This is run on the outside of the frame. This needs to run up here. Just stay right next to me. All I'm going to say is lift and catch until I say down with the lift. All right? Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Man, good job. Very, very smooth, the hydraulics, awesome job. Guys, everybody, this guy right here, he's not a 15, 20-year heavy operator that's always had a remote. This is the first time he's turned a mixer over with that remote. I think he deserves a round of hands. All right, let's get the rigging broke down as quick as we can. Let's get inside and finish this up. We'll answer all the questions inside. Awesome job, guys. We don't have enough time to grade these today to go through them. There's writing that I can't understand. The only way that we're going to know it is your information on the front.
Randy Wilcox, Oliver's Tow, Richmond, California. Had American Tow and Recovery Institute in to do heavy training, rotator training. It was a great training course. Glad to have them on board.
Wes Wilburn with the American Towing and Recovery Institute out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. We're happy to be here in Richmond, California doing our heavy recovery and rotator course. Oliver's Towing was the host. Excellent job.
Peter Ashenden out of Raleigh, North Carolina, the American Towing and Recovery Institute.
Think about the last thing that made you happy.